Hey, welcome to the replay. So tonight we're going to use the Halloween porch board transfer. We're just going to use a part of it. And let's see. I can show you what it looks like. So that is it right there. I just thought that would be easier than showing you, having the pieces all over. So let me just get that out of there. I wanted to come live earlier, but wasn't sure. Like the dogs were, I don't know. They were just being dogs. Let's just leave it at that. So I wanted to do like a little tutorial on how I did this, but because it's so late tonight, I'm not going to do that, but I will come back to it. So this is the one we're going to be using, but this is this banner, which the banners come just like this from Chocator. And I dyed them with the inks and with, I have this, so the regular ink from Chocator, and then I have this stuff. I have this. It's a textile medium. How would I turn it so you could see it? And you can take this and actually mix it with acrylic paint and create your own, and if you feel it, I can't remember this one. Definitely this one, I used some of that in there because I had some other colors I added. I mean, it's like into the fabric. It's not like crunchy. I mean, this isn't super soft fabric to begin with. So, but just had two samples, but this is the one we're going to use. So we just move that. And again, that's what they look like when they come. Actually, they're a little more off-white. I think this one I might have bleached a little bit. So, because I had a project that I was trying to make it white. I can't tell if it's I can feel something. I think it's just my table has probably hot glue on it. So, all right. So I'm going to use these two pieces. So we're going to use the little haunted house. So we'll bring it down here and put that up kind of in the middle there. And then I'll kind of see space-wise exactly where we're going to put this. Now, I cut these apart. Obviously, if you're going to do the whole porch sign, you just kind of line them up. This also helps you if you're doing a porch, you have a board and it's a little bit too big, you can kind of, space things out a little bit. And usually transfers like this, they do have kind of a place that, this is a pretty tight spot to cut, but usually there are some good points to cut through. I wouldn't go through cutting, any weird shapes. I try to keep them as straight across as possible. So let me just switch this. I don't know what it is when, I was literally about to hit the live button, all of a sudden, tickle in my throat, and I don't have a drink with me, of course. So now, because we're working on the, this is fabric, we are not worried about fuzzing it. I'm just going to put this underneath it so that it's a little easier than sticking it to the table. And I'm just bringing it up just above that stitching line. And kind of, oops. It'd be actually really cute if I had a little moon. I might on another, I'm pretty sure I do on another transfer, but that's okay. All right, so now I'm just pressing it down really well. And actually, you know what? We might get these bats. I think that would be fun because I think it'll show up well enough if I do that in black. Now I am going to take a piece of transfer tape. You could also just use masking tape or painter's tape or something, just because I don't know, I'm feeling messy. Just to cover that right there, just so I don't go into that. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. Sometimes I like to do this just as like basically a reminder, just so I don't make a mistake. Because it's one thing if it's like one of like the chalkboards, obviously you could make a mistake and just clean it right off. But all right, so I'm going to be working with like kind of like gray, white, and black. I couldn't really figure out what I wanted to do here, but oh, and I did not open this first. Okay. Okay, so then we have the black. Just because, you know, I don't know. You have to have them in that order, right? Let's see. I'll just get a little bit of each color. I'm going to like kind of mush them together, but not blend them together. Just because I don't want it to be like completely white. So I'm just going to use this as my little palette. I do have a bunch of those trays, which is what I would rather use, but I just recorded a video and now I have like about 6 of them sitting in my kitchen sink right now. So, all right. I'm thinking we kind of mix primarily the gray and the white. I'm just going to kind of blob it on here like this. I don't want to make it so it has like little lines in it. This is the other reason why I wanted to kind of cover some of the things around it so that I didn't, mess up when I was doing this part. Okay. Don't forget about that. And now I'm going to like just very sparingly put the black because I don't want this to like blend too far into the background. All right, so now we're just going to, and this is paste, even though we're working on fabric. But this isn't something that we're going to be like washing or, anything like that. So it's not worried about it. And I had thought about doing ink, but I'm like, we're not like putting it outside because I don't know how well it would hold up for that anyway. So I'm like, okay. And obviously we're not going to scoop this back into our jars. Okay, I might have just kind of killed everything I did. And I'm really like just kind of like pushing it really well in there because the fabric, sometimes it kind of just like sucks the moisture right out of the, right out of the, cannot find my words. Right out of the paste. Oh my God. And we'll do this guy up here. And I mean, we might come back in and maybe add more bats. I don't know. All right, so hopefully this worked. We'll just go kind of slowly so we can make sure we got most of it. All right. Sometimes working on like fabric like this is a little tough. Oh, it's like you can't really see it. Let's see. Hold Okay, that's me living on the edge. That could be bad, that could be good. So it looks like I kind of might have gone a little too slow. And it started to... All right, we're just going to pull it off. I guess it looks pretty spooky. Or pretty bad. But we can definitely fix it. I think because I was messing around too much with the colors, I think it just kind of, the paste is starting to dry. But let's just kind of fix it up. Okay, majority of what we have is kind of gray. So let's... So you can just kind of add. I think it's fine actually though, because it's, if you think about it, it's a haunted house. It's like decrepit. Positive spin, right? Yeah, I think just like the texture. Ink probably would have like worked a little better just because of that. And it does have like a distressing pattern to it. But let's see if we can kind of spiffy it a little bit just to make it a little easier to see. I mean, if I wanted to, I could wait for this to dry and, you know, try to go over it again. Maybe add a little water to my paste, just like a very little bit. But I think this is actually going to look nice. I don't know how well you guys can see it though. I can't remember what it looks like on this side. I think this is all filled in. Well, it's all filled in now. In my haunted house, it's filled in. I think that, and I can't tell because there's so much paste on the transfer. I can't really make it out. Well, this is actually, you know what? I can actually like highlight different areas. Look at me making excuses. Hold on, you know what? Let me flip the picture back just for a second. Oh, there was a little window up there. And then this is a big window. Okay. See, that came in handy that I did that. All right. I wasn't sure what this was, how this was here. Yeah, I definitely did not, this paste was definitely a little too dry. It's probably because I had a bunch of different stuff open before. It might have been just kind of sitting here too long open. But this makes it look like the building is all cracked and crumbling. I'm just going to keep saying things to make it sound better. All right, let's get the light in there because it's very, a little bit more water. So I always have a paintbrush on the side. Right, and there is a window in this little tower. And now this makes me think of like a castle because it's gray, but... So now I'm thinking, it kind of makes me nervous for doing the words. How are they gonna come out? If I have to do the same thing on the words, I will like do it and then post a picture so you don't have to to watch. Honestly, I'm kind of glad this happened because I feel like it makes it look more broken. And I think I'm going to add another little picket here. See, look, and we'll just kind of make the fence like, just because then it kind of fills this lower part a little bit more. That's probably a little too much water in there, but that's okay. I don't know, this is like the moonlight or something on here. Well, the bats came out really good, so so that's good. All right, let me just get this out of the way. I'm just gonna give this a little bit of water. And I probably should shut those other ones. Yeah, this is definitely a little on the thicker side. Definitely these two are thicker. All right. So I feel like I can see this well. I don't know how well it shows up. Sometimes things don't look good on the camera, or they look really good and then they don't look good in person. Color, like, yeah, I might have to, maybe I could go over that with like white or something to brighten it. I don't know. So far, I do like it, so. Because that was like when I did the Hocus Pocus sign. I'm like, you know, when I had it on the live, I was like, oh, it looks so good. I love it. And then I hung it on my front door and I'm like, ooh, it's kind of dark. All right, and I'm just gonna go like, I don't want the L to touch the bat, but I guess that space is good. Now, when you buy the banners, they are gonna be a little bit bigger than this because this one, because I dyed it and I like washed it, it shrank. So any of the fabric, like the pillow covers, any of that stuff, it does shrink. I don't know like what the percentage is, but I know just from using banners before that definitely they are a little, like a smidge bigger. And they're not all exactly the same size, but you know, probably if they're made in like, I don't know, like different factories or at different times, they might be slightly different. Okay. Just because I'm feeling like I'm gonna mess up. And there's a dog coming down the hallway. That means I have to hurry up. Because especially, yep, and that's Carton. Carton at night, he likes me to be sitting on the couch, just sitting with him. Okay, so I am just putting that just to protect from going onto the blue part. Why am I measuring it to that? Same with this. Just gonna kind of, I don't want to, well, I could kind of put it over. I'm not gonna press it, I'm putting it over the bat, but I'm not pressing it down right there. I'm just pressing it down literally on the edge of the transfer. And hopefully this dog will give me time to get this done before he starts jumping on me. All right. So this, definitely this font down here has like that distressed look to it. So I always try to like look to see that before I, oh no, it all has it. Just a little bit more in those lower fonts. Because sometimes I'll go to peel the transfer up and I'll be like, what the heck? I'm like, it's freaking not working. And then I'm like, oh, it is working just as it's made to. Oh my gosh, really the one spot. I almost just put it right off the edge there. And that like one little spot that I don't have tape. Oh, he's like under my chair right now. So Carton likes to come in here and he looks for things to steal. Just like anything. It could be like literally like a scrap of paper on the floor. Now this room, I don't know a nice way to put it. It's not tidy. But yeah, so, but I mean the floor, like I don't know. I probably shouldn't even finish that statement. But yeah, he looks for things to take. Anything that's like in reach. So one time I had actually one of the color trays, the little mixing trays for Chocator. He's taken those. I had double stick tape. It was on, I have like next to the table here, I have like a little, like one of those like plastic sets of drawers. So it's like lower than the table. And he took it off of there. I'm like, what the heck does he have? Actually, I think I'm going to peel from this side. So I'll just fool with the tape. Okay. Sometimes I feel like it's good you can't see my face because I'm like, well, nope, okay, I like it. I am going to touch it up though because I'm not going to drive myself crazy with this. And I want to be careful not to, oh, damn. See, I should have kept my mouth shut. Like, literally, like, none of it had, oh my god, really? Oh, why is it doing this? I don't know why it's not coming through the transfer. I'm just gonna peel it off. Like, literally, a whole freaking letter didn't come through. Well, I guess this is good. So you could see sometimes it does not work how you want it to. Okay. Well, that just sucks. The bats look cute, though. Oh, I think he wants to go outside. Even though I just took him outside. Okay. If you could see my face right now. I don't know. I should have just used the ink. Oh, he wants to go outside. Okay. I'm just gonna end right here. End on this disappointment. It's honestly like I still like it, even though it totally bombed. But he wants to go outside, and I do not want to clean up a mess. So this is our beautiful project for tonight. But I'm going to come back in with the paintbrush and fix it. And hopefully we'll be good. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I'm probably not going to finish it tonight. I will probably just finish it tomorrow because I'm already mad at it and I don't want to ruin it. I'll be honest. But I will post a picture of it tomorrow and it will look amazing. All right. Have a great night. Thanks for watching.